Hey everybody, Dual666 here again. Back for episode 3 of my 2020 horror movie collection overview series. And as you can see, I've got VFW queued up here. So that's what I'm going to be watching. Also definitely going to watch it again. Like always, I tend to miss a little bit of the beginnings here doing this type of video, but I'm definitely going to rewatch this one as well afterwards. Been hearing a lot about it, so pretty excited. So that's what I'll be watching tonight. VFW, and just gonna get right on into it. I'm gonna press play on the movie. Killer. Alright. We're just gonna get down into this section here and start on it, guys. Alright, I've tried to improve my lighting, so hopefully that will go a little better this time. I see there's a little bit more of a glare here, so maybe if I angle down for now. Yeah, just for now. But we'll start out with this row here, regardless. As you can see, I've got a lot of goosebumps here. So that is Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns, Attack of the Mutant, Trilogy. Let's bring that one out. This is a really tight row, too, so it's going to be kind of hard to do that. I have to bring out another first, then I'll grab Trilogy. Throw that back in there. And we'll stuff it back in. Okay, so Trilogy. This is actually a 3-parter episode. And then it also has How I Got My Shrunken Head on it as well. So that's the episodes on there. Then we have The Cry of the Cat, Deep Trouble, Ghost Beach, Go Eat Worms, singular copy of How I Got My Shrunken Head. There's 2 different editions of It Came From Beneath the Sink there. Just got one of those recently at a swap meet. Night of the Living Dummy 3, Return of the Mummy, and that's The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight in that double pack there. Then Say Cheese and Die, Scary House, The Ghost Next Door, The Haunted Mass 2, Headless Ghost, The Scarecrow Walks After Midnight, and then Welcome to Dead House. This multi-pack here. This has quite a few films on it as well. We have Blood of Dracula's Castle, Blood Mania, Brain Twisters, The Devil's Hand, The Madmen of Bandoras, Nightmare in Wax, Primeval, Satan's Slave, Stanley, Terrified, Terror, and Trip with the Teacher. A lot of these are pretty bad. This is a really, really, I think that this is one of the most obscure collections that I've ever seen put out in this sort of manner. I'd say the 2 best films on here are probably Terror and Terrified. Terror is like a super stylistic, like giallo-ish sort of film, and Terrified is really cool from the 60s as well. Really fun stuff on this. You can see in some of my older videos, like 10 years ago, probably like when I got this. I've had this for a very long time, and I don't think that I don't think I have a single one of these films like on a singular disc for themselves. I just haven't been able to come across any of them. So this is one of my favorite assemblings of films here, despite how bad most of them are. And we've got Gorgo, Gothica, Ken Russell's Gothic, Graduation Day, Grave Encounters 1 and 2, Grave Halloween, Graveyard Disturbance, that's a really cool film, Gremlins 1 and 2. There's quite a few Alpha Video Grindhouse multi-features here, so we'll change the angle. Bloody Pit of Horror, Nightmare Castle, Horrors of Spider Island, Beast of the Yellow Night, Keep My Grave Open, that's that box set you guys saw in the first episode of this series. And then Count Dracula's Great Love, Man-Eater of Hydra, and then The Brain Machine with the Astral Fiend. Then we have Hack, Halloween 1 through 8, then Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2, and then Halloween 2018. Halloween Town 1 and 2, Halloween Town High, Return to Halloween Town, Hamburger Hill. Okay, I hope the light's decent enough. Yep, totally. So this is 5 different Hammer films. Let me see if I can fish that out of there real quick so we can take a look. Films on here are Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll, Scream of Fear, The Gorgon. That's awesome. That is a great movie. Stop Me Before I Kill, and Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. So obviously all Hammer films, really classic stuff there. Then we have Hannibal, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters. It's one of the newer movies. It's pretty fun. Happy Birthday to Me, classic slasher. Happy Death Day. Pretty much, I think that's all the Harry Potters. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's pretty much all the Harry Potters there. Then Hatchet 1, 2, and 3. Hatchet for the Honeymoon. Hatchet Man. Haunt. Haunted Boat. Haunted Ghost Stories. Haunted Highway. R.L. Stine's Haunting Hour. Headless Horseman. Heavy Metal. Hell Block 13. That's an awesome trauma movie. Hell Night. You see I've got 2 copies of it there. I absolutely adore that film. Hellbreeder. Hellfest. Hell High. That's a great slasher. The Hellraiser collection has the first 8 films in it, and then I have singular copies of the first 2, and then another multi-pack of 3, 4, and 5 after that. Then I have Hellraiser Hell World number 8 singularly, and then Hellraiser Revelations. And Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer 1 and 2. There's a double pack there that is Hercules versus the Moon Man, and then The Witch's Curse. I'm going to have to dig out that Hillbillies and Hatchets right quick so we can see what's on there. Okay, that one has Allure, Teen Fight Club, Deer Crossing, Venom, A Bothered Conscience, Live Animals, Visible Scars, Invisible, Pelt, Hoboken Hollow, Nightmare in Badham County, Backwoods Bloodbath, Curse of the Black Hodag, Mother's Day Massacre, and Windcroft. So let me put that one back. And then we have got His Name is Jason, the Midnight Horror collection there. Let's take a look at what that has in it real quick. That also has Hoboken Hollow, Secrets of the Clown, Room 33, and I bought it mainly for curtains. This is the only edition I have curtains in right now. Then we have Hobo with a Shotgun, Hocus Pocus, Hollow's Grove, Snoop Dogg's Hood of Horrors, and then that's a multi-pack there, so let me show you that Spawn comic. That's a French Spawn comic that I got a long time ago. Cool little bust there. So let me dig those out so I can dig the last film out of here. Come here, bud. There's gotta be a better way, right? Okay, so this one has Blood Diner, which I mainly bought it for. Fido is also really great. Parents is, yeah, you know what? This entire pack is actually really good. Earth Girls Are Easy, Boy Eats Girl, Sundown, The Vampire, and Retreat. Pretty much everything on here is awesome, and I did not have before I bought this. There's a couple films on here, I think, now that I have singular editions of. Maybe Fido. I don't know if I have anything else, actually. So this is definitely another really cool pack to have. I found this some time back. So that's what's on that one. Good stuff. Really good stuff there. Get that Spawn comic put back. Nice and tidy. Okay. So now we get back over here. There's quite a few more multi-packs, so I'm going to You guys, one of those there, the angle. So that one's got Waxwork, 976 Evil 2, Ghoulies 3. There's the other Ghoulies that I was telling you guys about in episode 2, I think. The Unholy, Chud 2, Chopping Mall, Slaughter High, Class of 1999. Alright, then the next one we have Bloody Murder 1 and 2, Junior, Severed, Children of the Living Dead, Creepy Crawlers, Deadly Species, and Carnivore, which you guys saw. I have a singular copy of in episode 1. Then the next one we have Bride of Reanimator, Beyond Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead 3, Return of the Living Dead 4, Return of the Living Dead 5, and Night of the Living Dead 3D. Then the next one we have, and I have to fish that one out of there too. Come here. That one we have Created to Kill, Night of the Demon, The Hooker Cult Murders, Intimate Stranger, Sister Sister, and Shadow Play. And then the next few are also multi-packs, but they're all in the same releasing, so I'm just going to show them all together. Bloody Mary, Mortuary, Memory once again, Salvage once again, Fear Chamber, Past the Door of Darkness, Marked, Lost Souls, Live Animals, Roman, Wages of Sin, and Skeleton Man. It's it's unfortunate to say, but most of these movies are pretty damn bad. There's a couple of them that I really like. I really like Mortuary. I really like Skeleton Man, despite how bad it is. Most of these I'm not really too big into, but eventually I'm going to have to give them another try and see what I really think about them these days. So that's what's in all those there. Then we have Horror Express, Horror Hospital. Brace yourself, we have a bunch more multi-packs coming. So these ones are also the same releasing. So we have, let me get that glare down a little. It's ridiculous. Alright, Pumpkinhead, Dolls, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Scarecrows, sometimes they come back, and Raw Meat. That first one, when I found that, I was just so ecstatic. I really had always wanted to see Dolls. That's still the only edition I have of it, as well as Scarecrows. And then I hadn't even heard of Sometimes They Come Back, and I actually really like that. And Raw Meat turned out to be absolutely brutal for its time as well. So the second pack we have there, Return of the Living Dead, I obviously already had that. I've always had a Bucket of Blood very early on. I mainly got that one for Frogs and Swamp Thing, and I still don't own singular copies of either of those. So we're going to get to finding, singular copies for those eventually, but still really cool packs to have because of that. Okay, I'm going to pull the next one out. Okay, this one's a William Castle Horror Collection, 13 Ghosts, 13 Frightened Girls, Mr. Sardonicus, Homicidal, and The Old Dark House. Really classic. I don't have singular copies of any of these except for 13 Ghosts. So awesome. I love William Castle. Alright, bring these two out at the same time because they are also multi-packs. Alright, excuse me guys, gonna wet the palette. Okay, let's see what we got on these. Quite a few films on these, 15 movies. Then we have Breadcrumbs, Gray Skies, The Shadows, Ashes, Murder So Sweet, All God's Creatures, Home for the Holidays, that one's cool. Wall of Secrets, Allure Teen Fight Club, and The Rendering. And then on this one over here, we have Grimm, The Dead of Night, Deadly Instincts, The Dark, and The Greenskeeper. Most of these are pretty damn bad. There's a few of them that are decent, but, this is also just me spending a couple bucks just to have some trashy shit to watch here and there, so that's about it for those. Then we have Horror Rises from the Tomb, Horror of Dracula, Hostel Part 1 and 2, House 1 through 4 in that box set there, House of the Dead 1 and 2, House of Blood, House of Flying Daggers, House of Salem, double pack with House on Haunted Hill and Last Man on Earth. House on Haunted Hill, the remake. This double pack here is How to Make a Monster and Blood of Dracula. Then we have House at the End of the Street, House of Wax, House on Willow Street, Howl, Humanoids from the Deep, and I gotta get in here, and there's one of these little cases here. We got a cool little werewolf movie hidden away in here, Hunter's Moon. And then Husk, Hypothermia, I Am Omega, Monster, Alien vs. Hunter. Those are all Asylum films, really bad and cheesy but fun stuff. Then we have Itchy the Killer, Idle Hands, I Drink Your Blood, 3-pack of the I Know What You Did Last Summer series, so that one and the 2 sequels. Incident in a Ghostland, this was actually really, really good. This is a double pack of Masters of Horror with Don Coscarelli's Incident on and off Mountain Road, I think it is, and then Mick Garris's Chocolate. Then we have Infection, Inglorious Bastards, Insanitarium, In Search of Dracula, Inside, the original, Insidious 1 and 2. Coming over here, we have Insidious 3 and 4. Do my best not to block so much light. And then we have Invaders from Mars, the remake from the 80s. Invasion of the Blood Farmers. That's a homemade copy, some VHS transfer, something or other. Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1978. And then Body Snatchers, the remake from the early 2000s. Invitation. And then Invitation to Hell. I Sell the Dead. That next one is a National Geographic documentary about vampires called Is It Real? Vampires. Isle of the Dead and Bedlam, double pack. I Spit on Your Grave, 1978, and then the remake, and then the sequel to the remake. It from 1990, and then the 2 recent films. It Came from Beneath the Sea. It Came from Somewhere Else. It Follows. It Waits. It's Alive. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Double pack with I Walked with the Zombie and Body Snatcher. My cat's doing something real weird, sorry. Had to take a look. Where was I? Jack Brooks' Monster Slayer. Jack-O-Lantern. Jason and the Argonauts, really cool Harryhausen film. Jaws 1, 2, and 3. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2 in that double pack, and then Jeepers Creepers 3 right next to it. Masters of Horror Jennifer. Jennifer's Body. Joyride 1, 2, and 3 in that multi-pack. Ka. Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2 in that double pack. Killer High, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Killer Pad, Killer Party, Killers Within, Killing Spree, really cool 80s flick, and then it looks like we have a multi-pack. I'm going to have to dig that out. No one said it was going to be easy, but we're going to be thorough for this, so I hope you guys appreciate. So this one is just a Killjoy 3-pack. It's got all 3 of the Killjoy Full Moon films. So go ahead and put that back. Okay. Then after that, we have Kill Katie Malone, Kingdom of the Spiders, King Kong from the 70s, King Kong vs. Godzilla, and then the last two films over here behind that Spawn comic are Knock Knock and Knock Knock 2. So, gonna go ahead and put that back. And then we're gonna go down to this final row here. And my cat Ollie is here. He's just chilling, I guess. He's kind of in the way, but he doesn't know it. What's up, buddy? You gonna move for me? No? Killer. Okay. Excuse me, buddy. Alright. So we are here on the last row. Gonna lay down for this one, guys. Alright. Night Chills. It's a really cheesy ass movie. Krampus. And I've got 2 copies of Lady Frankenstein. Different editions. Laid to Rest 1 and 2. Lake Fear. That horror triple feature. Oh, sorry, there's actually something right before that. The Curse of La Llorona. That's filed incorrectly. I'll have to put that where it belongs at some point. And then the 3-pack is a Lamberto Bava triple feature. It's got Blade in the Dark, Macabre, and Shock. Just got this not too long ago. Alright. Moving along, then we have Last of the Living with Play Dead in a multi-pack. Legend of the Bog. That multi-pack in red is Leprechaun 1 through 4, and then the one next to it is Leprechaun 4 with both of the Back to the Hood, or Leprechaun in the Hood and Back to the Hood. And next to that we have Leprechaun Origins. And then Leprechaun Returns, which was, I just got that really recently too. That was awesome. I really liked that a lot, actually. Try and get this glare down a little. Okay. Then we have Left in Darkness, Let Me In, Let the Right One In, Life, Living Among Us, L'Inferno, and then it's a double pack with Haxan. Both really, really insane silent films. I love that pack. Loch Ness Terror. Lockdown. That is Lockout. Lost After Dark. Love Me Deadly. Lucky. Machete. Mad Doctor of Blood Island. Madhouse. Magic. Malibu Shark Attack. Manhattan Baby. Maniac 1980 and Maniac 2012. Maniac Cop 1, 2, and 3. Mama. And then we have a bunch of the Maneater series here, 3 packs. Behemoth, Roadkill, Ferocious Planet, Blood Monkey, Maneater, The Spider's Web, Croc, Sea Beast, Shark Swarm, Swamp Devil, Eye of the Beast, and Black Swarm. I can't say that I've watched all these, and actually this one here is still sealed, so I haven't watched any of these ones yet. But, you know, these are all really, really cheesy-ass newer movies. They're probably all about 10, 15 years old now. And it's just really bad CGI for the most part. But they're fun, though. Then we have Mandrake. Then we have a really large multi-pack of martial arts films, so we'll get into that. 3 discs. You can see Jackie and the 36 Crazy Fists, Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, the Crippled Masters, Champ Against Champ, Shogun's Ninja, The Street Fighter, Image of Bruce Lee, Blood of the Dragon, The Master, Return of the Street Fighter, Dragon Lee vs. Five Brothers, The Street Fighter's Revenge, Bruce Lee Fights Back from the Grave, From China with Death, and Rage of the Master. Definitely just pick up all the random martial arts films that I see, because I'm still, like I've always said, fairly ignorant to most of them. So I find that just getting more and more of them, I'll fill in the dots and start learning more here and there. Then we've got Martyrs, Massacre, Mask Maker, Mega Python vs. Gatoroid, Men Behind the Sun, an extremely disturbing film. Mercy. My phone's about to die, so I hope I can make it. This is a really long episode. Messiah of Evil and Sisters of Death. Microwave Massacre, Midnight Movie, Mirrors, Mirrors 2, Mischief Night 2013 and Mischief Night 2014, Misery, Mississippi Murder, Mondo Belordo, Monster Dog, Monster High, really funny ass movie, Monster House, Monster in the Closet, Monster Island, also very funny movie, Monsters Among Us, which is like a big documentary, like a sequence of episodes about all the different classic horror movie monsters. Then we have Moon of the Wolf, 4-pack that has Morons from Outer Space, Alien from LA, The Man from Planet X, and The Angry Red Planet. That's an awesome, awesome movie, The Angry Red Planet. Then we have R.L. Stein's Mostly Ghostly, One Night in Doom House, Mother's Day, Mountaintop Motel Massacre, Mr. Jones, Muck, Munger Road, Monster Go Home, The Monster's Revenge, The Monster's Family Portrait, Murder Party, Mustang Sally's Horror House, Mutant Chronicles, Mutant Hunt, My Bloody Valentine from the 80s and then the remake, My Skin. I don't know what my cats are doing, but they're behaving very strangely over there, so sorry, you'll just have to deal with the noise. My Soul to Take, Natural Born Killers, Nazi Hunters. Then I have got this thin little guy here. Try not to miss any. That one is Nazi Zombies. So put that one back in there. Alright. Then we have Near Dark, Necromancer, Necromentia, Necropolis, Needful Things. I know the light's getting bad back there, so let me move a few things. You can see I've got some horror comics stashed away. I'll talk about those at some other time. And then the last films we have back there are the Nicktoons Halloween Special DVD, and then Nightfall, Night Feeders. And you can barely see. So bad. It's just unworkable, this angle. And then we have Nightmare at Shadow Woods, which is also Blood Rage. I have the Blu-ray of that. And then the last one over there, I know you can't see it, the light's bad, angle's bad, but the last one in this section and the last one in this episode is Night Kill. Also really classic slasher. So let me put all this stuff back real quick, and then I will show you guys for perspective. We have just covered this entire area of my collection here. And within these last three, this episode and the last two, we have covered the first thing of shelves. So we will move on to this one next in episode 4. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys with all sorts of other stuff. Everyone take care. Keep on creeping.